undead, where evil lurks in every shadow and monsters roam the streets, mankind's only survival rests in the hands of two Welsh warriors. Armed with boomsticks, chainsaws, bad language, these beacons of hope will stop at nothing to obliterate deadites, vampires, psychotic nurses. So, hold tight, strap in, and let the professionals take charge. Otherwise, you're in for a rough, blood-soaked night.
Hey.
How's it going, Curtis?
Happening, Jenks? You right?
Yeah, good, mate. Good week so far?
Yeah. I had a great night last night, Jenks.
What happened?
So, my girlfriend got me surround sound for my birthday.
You got it already, no?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Not already, no.
Oh, okay.
And I had it a week early, so my birthday's not till next Tuesday. But nothing to do with me begging for it, mind, I swear.
Yeah.
She just out of the kindness of her heart just said, you know what, you can have it early.
Yeah.
So I set it up last night after work, right? Have a guess with the first film I thought to put on.
Street Trash.
No chance, boy.
The Thing?
Evil Dead 2013.
Oh, yes.
So set it up. I thought that's the first film I'm going to put on. I've recently bought it on 4K, right? So best quality possible. And you've got the two speakers, subwoofer, and the bar that goes under the TV. Jenks, oh my God, what an overwhelming experience.
Yeah.
And I knew it'd be a good one because of the rain, the wind, the force, the whispers of the deadites, the score in it. The whole house was rumbling. I had to pause the film, right, and like potch with the settings to turn the bass down and the speakers. But oh my God, it is the most insane experience I've ever had.
So, is this the first time you've watched Evil Dead 2 with 4K?
Evil Dead 2013.
Oh, 2013, sorry.
Yeah.
I've
I've watched it on 4K, but this is the first time I've watched a film with surround sound. Obviously.
Yeah.
It is. I was gonna do Evil Dead and then Evil Dead Rise back to back because I was so excited. Once I finished Evil Dead 2013, I could not put another film on. I was so like overwhelmed. I needed to like unwind before bed. I was like, I can't sit there for another hour and a half because I watched the whole film hunched forward like that.
Yeah.
No relaxing. I couldn't just, sit back, relax and watch a film. It was like an intense journey.
Journey, you twat.
It was, boy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think I love film a little bit more than you, Jenks.
Well, I've had surround for about 15 years, but there we are. I forget I got it sometimes until I hear like a whisper and I go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because it's even in the cinema, obviously the sound is great, but only rarely do you hear something like behind you or to the side.
Yeah.
Very isolated noise. You go, oh, fucking hell, that's good. And you
100%.
think somebody's talking. You're like, fucking talking. Sure. I did something even better last night.
Bullshit.
I went to the cinema to see The Conjuring 2 with my daughter.
That's awesome.
Daughter. She almost fallen asleep because she's seen it about 200 times. Her and her friends watch it all the time, especially the second one.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to turn down because it's free on Netflix and I got a cinema room and I was thinking, oh, I don't want to pay, but because she wanted to come with me, I thought, no, do you know what? I'll take her.
Yeah.
Even though it cost me like 10 quid to buy a stupid slush puppy thing she wants. Tango Ice Blast. What a crap.
It's a great film in cinema.
Yes. But yeah, I wanted to see Conjuring 1 because they're showing all of them back to back. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the three of them. And then the fourth one's out Friday in the Odeon. And I was going to go Monday, but I can't remember why now. I was too tired.
Have you watched Conjuring 3 in cinema now on this run? Did you watch that in cinema?
Yes. I've seen them all in the cinema.
No, I mean, no. Did you rewatch?
No. So it's tonight. It's on tonight. So I didn't see the point because
we're already talking about it.
Yeah, actually, no. It's 6:45 it starts. I wouldn't be able to watch it, but I'm interested in that one. I rented it today. It cost me $4.99, but I could keep it. It was $3.99 to rent, and you can't not then buy it, even though
Oh,
you don't.
100%. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing every single time.
Yeah, I'm going to say hello to a few people before we start.
Yeah.
We got Wendy in the house. How's it going, Wendy?
Hi, Wendy.
And we got Vivian here. How's it going, Vivian?
Hi, Viv.
Hugh Huckridge in the house. How's it going, Hugh? Fair play. Never missed the show, Hugh. I got a friend. I got my mate's dog is called Hugh.
Hey, loads of people never miss a show, boy. You can't just call Hugh out and not call the rest out, Jenks.
True.
Everyone in this chat is here every time we go live.
Yes. And we've got Gina in the house. How's it going, Gina? And she's, oh, look at this. Gina's a star.
Gina never misses a show. Never misses a show.
Look at that. She's giving my channel a plug, my Zombie Locker channel. Two videos dropped today. Well, one yesterday, one today. Probably going to clash with each other and both bomb. Got a trailer reaction for 28 years later, Bone Temple.
Yeah,
it's pretty good actually, but the first one.
I think it looks incredible. I am ready, set, go on the Jimmy Gang. I'm all in.
In the context of the trailer, they look good. In the context of the end of the last one, it didn't work. So I think if they didn't have that teaser, if I just saw this, I'd be all right because they look quite sinister, like something horrible. But as long as they tone down the ninja kicks, I'll be all right.
I think they will. I've read a lot into Spike's perspective on things, and I think they will. I don't think they're going to be doing ninja shit in the sequel.
I hope not. But anyway, we got Palf is in the house. How's it going?
Hi, Palf.
She says, Palf is your other half. She says he's been asking for it every 5 minutes. I had to give in. I believe that. Curtis, okay, is not one. He's not a patient man. I've learned that very much since we've done the podcast. He is so impatient. He cannot wait for anything. We say, oh, let's do a trailer reaction for that. Sorry, I've already seen that film. I've already seen the trailer. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Can you just wait? No.
Do you know what, Jenks? I am just passionate. Not impatient. I'm passionate, right?
Yeah.
I'm passionate. Do you remember when you seen 28 years later before me?
Yes.
A day before me. And I text you, I was like, can you just tell me if Jack O'Connell has a substantial partner? And you said, just fucking wait to watch the film, man.
And because of the context of his appearance, I just couldn't say it because it would lead to too many questions.
Yeah.
I said when you watch it, you'll know why I'm reluctant to tell you about his part.
Yeah. But I was like, just tell me if he's in it much. I just want to know how much he's in it. I was going to see it the next day. Can't wait, lad. Can't wait.
Yeah, because I'm watching Stranger Things with my youngest daughter, and at the end of season 3, spoiler alert, Hopper dies. It seems like he dies, isn't it? And I was like, oh, he's dead. She goes, oh, is he in the next one? Don't know, man. You have to see. Yeah. Oh, no. And she grabbed my phone. Can I look on your phone? It's like, no, you don't look. We're watching it. We're watching it tomorrow.
I did the same. I've finished watching them all with my daughter now. And she actually gave me a bollocking when she found out Hopper was alive in season 4. As if I'd like truly betrayed her. Because I was like, no, he's dead.
Yeah,
he's dead. I doubled down. I was like, I seen him die. I seen his body ripped to shreds.
I didn't go that far. Faking a Google account. Look, even on Google. Hacking the system. We've got Tyler Adams in the house. How's it going,
what's happening, Tyler?
Nice to see you. Right, we've all caught up. We are doing the Conjuring Trilogy. Now, I know there's part 4 is out to Friday. We're not going to be talking about that. Obviously, we're not that big a channel. We got access. But we thought in celebration to the release, we thought we'd do this, the first 3, and just talk about them. Because believe it or not, we've never done a review. We've never done any live shows on it.
Can I say one thing about Last Rites? Just because we're doing this video in celebration of The Conjuring. It's a big horror franchise. It's a horror franchise I'm extremely fond of. A lot of them are shit, but the ones that I like, I absolutely love. And there's a new Conjuring movie coming out. I'm obviously excited for it. Just because it's a Conjuring film, I don't particularly think it looks good. And guess what? All the reviews are coming out today, and you're getting 2 stars across the board from everyone, right?
Oh, fuck.
And I seen it coming a mile off, right? Because Michael Chavez does not know how to direct. I've said it loads of times this podcast, right? Every time I see his name attached to a Conjuring movie, I know for a fact it's going to be a dud. Every single movie he's been attached to has been slated. They keep hiring the guy, and he gets to direct the last Conjuring movie with Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah,
And
he must be cheap to do. He must be just cheap.
he must be. I don't understand it. I've always said James Wan needs to direct The Conjuring. Now, I don't care about the spin-offs, but he at least has to direct the Conjuring movies. There's no way he was too busy to do this.
Or
Do you know what I mean?
or he needs to be like a Sam Raimi and really good at selecting directors.
Yeah. Well, he's used the same guy 4 times now, and he's made 4 duds.
Maybe it's his mate.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
His
What
mate.
about get Lee Winnell in? Do you know what I mean?
It is a shame it's the last one, and I mean, obviously we're going to reserve judgment. It might be awesome, but normally these early reactions, I'm guessing it's not. Is it proper reviews out now?
Big Empire, Total Film, everyone.
Oh, it's already on reviews, right?
Yeah, yeah. So Empire give it 2 stars.
Yeah.
And then all the other stuff I'm reading is like the worst way to end a good franchise type thing, you know?
Right. Let's talk about something good. Boom.
Yeah. Let's talk about something very good.
So I watched the second one last night in the cinema, and I had some time off today, and I watched number 3 and then number 1. It's the most prepped I've ever been for a live show. Now I know it's a strange order, 2, 3, and 1. It's not even backwards; it's completely ass backwards.
I did the same. Well, I coincidentally watched these 2 weeks ago. I didn't know we were going to do this video. I wasn't prepping or anything. I just wanted to show my girlfriend a really scary film, and I thought of The Conjuring 2. So we watched that first, and I wasn't gonna. It's so fussy, I wasn't gonna watch the first one because it is about to be released on 4K for the first time. So obviously, I thought I'll save it for that. So I showed her Conjuring 2, and then I was like, "Wow, I gotta watch Conjuring 1 now." So yeah, I did it ass backwards as well.
Yeah, it's I suppose like you'd have to be a very good director to follow James Wan, because he has got an amazing style with his camera work.
Yeah.
The movement through the house, bit like Edgar Wright does. He's really good at that movement.
Yeah.
He's not the only one who can do it, but he does it really, really well. Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've seen this about 4 times, I think. And I've got to say, I really enjoyed it. But I don't know which one I prefer, 1 or 2, because they're both. The second one has got flaws, but overall it's better. This one is kind of flawless, but it's not as the good bits are not as good as the second one, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I got you. So I always kind of go between the two, and I always go off. For the most part, I go off cinema experiences, right? And I had a great time in cinema with both of them, but I remember being a lot more scared watching the second one. I think the scares are scarier, they're set up better.
Yeah.
And Bill Wilkins, the old man, he is absolute nightmare fuel. There's so many clever shots in that movie and so many clever setups.
Yeah.
To me, they're both quite flawless as horror movies. If you're looking for like a terrifying experience, I think these movies hit every single time I watch them. In all the right parts, it hits.
So,
but yeah, if we'll dig into the first one, we can get to the second one, obviously.
So it tickles me right at the start, right? You got that like scroll, like I was talking about. This was the case, Ed and Lorraine Warren, and this was the worst case they ever had. I'm like, until the second film, and then the third film, this was the case that fucked them up, and then the last film, and like, yeah, this one was the worst. But you know, it's like,
this one was really bad.
Yeah. Oh no, we were full of shit last time. But I love this movie. I think the reason that, not to go on to the second one, I think the reason that maybe we like the second one a bit more because we're British and we can relate to the setting more than this, because
100%.
As someone who lives in Britain, unless you're absolutely fucking loaded, you ain't gonna get a house as good as this.
No.
I know the land.
I'm fascinated by America. So when I see American architecture, American landscapes, American families, I'm intrigued and interested by it because it's so alien to me. And I've always been a fan of how America looks, if that makes sense. So I love the culture of America. So when I see these films, I'm more amazed. Now, you watch Conjuring 2 and I'm like, oh, that's where I grew up. This is that looks like the street that I grew up on. It's dirty and grimy. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
100%.
yeah. Like these are the streets that we grew up on, and you watch that film and you can relate. So it puts you into their shoes in a way. Whereas the Conjuring one, overall, I think it's more of a flawless movie.
Yeah.
But I watch it and I'm amazed by how it looks and how it
Yeah,
feels. You know.
I agree with you. It's completely flawless. There's not one thing I would change. For me, what what bugs me about both films, right, is like, why have they got so many fucking kids that got no money? Stop shitting out so many kids. Because they're like, we got 4 kids, because they're both films, they got 4 kids, if I'm not mistaken. And
I think they've got 10 in the first one.
and they got. Have they got 5 kids? Oh, they got 5 kids in the first one, actually.
I thought it was more than 4.
It's a family of 7. They mention it because they say about moving. I'm like, the father's on his ass. He's got a shit job, a driving job. He's moaning about money. And like, why have you got 5 kids, mate? Keep in your fucking pants. And he's not even a scumbag, not like scummy, like loads of kids that not working. He's like a wholesome family. Like,
it's a long way from Loudermilk.
Yes,
in relation to his character Loudermilk, which is a great show.
Yes, I love that show. I've seen that as well.
They're an all-American family. Like, they're great parents, really loving. The kids are great, but yeah.
So
far cry from Loudermilk.
Joey King, is that her name? Joey King, the girl with the big lips. Yeah. She is a strange sort of child actress because she's in everything, but most people don't know her name. I had to Google it because I thought, oh gosh, she's in it. She's in everything.
That's you, Jenks. People know who Joey King is. That's just you, pal.
But she is excellent in this film. She is so good at emotion. Even the line when she says, "Stop farting, you're smelling," right? That is played for laughs in a sense, but she says it with such realism of a sister saying something to another sister.
Yes, because you can relate to that. You can relate to that.
Yeah.
You specifically.
But yeah, I love this movie. I think the only thing I would say, and it has the same problem with the second one, and I'm going to repeat myself in the second one we talk, it's better before Ed and Lorraine come because they're more vulnerable. Once they come, you feel, oh, good. Whatever happens, they're protected.
100%. But I guarantee you, James Wan knows that because if you think how long it takes the Warrens to actually get to that house, even after they've kind of contacted them, they go there and then they leave again. You spend over half of the movie without the Warrens. You kind of jump in between the Warrens in their home, and then you jump in between the family in their home. So the majority of the film is them on their own, which is great. And what it does really well is what a lot of films fail to utilize is build up and set up.
Yeah.
And this film does it perfectly. Nothing happens for a long time. You expect things to happen. Nothing quite goes haywire. And then once it clicks, it's gone.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll say that's probably the best thing Conjuring 1 does, is that and it's the same with Paranormal Activity films. You go night after night after night after night, and you're waiting for something big to happen. You're all tensed up. It goes back to daylight, and then you can breathe, and then it does it again and again. It's perfect.
Last night I noticed with Conjuring 2 that it took even longer for the Warrens to come, because I think he must have been very like, it's not so fun when everyone comes. Obviously you need it because the film wouldn't happen, but at the same time, you can't beat a horror film where there's no help coming and nobody believes you, or you're on your own with your kids and you can't leave. Yeah, they don't look anything like Ed and Lorraine. Like Vera Farmiga is pretty hot, isn't she?
Come on, Jenks. Like, have you seen the real P.T. Barnum from
Greatest Showman? No, he doesn't look like Jackman, Wolverine.
Oh God, no. Well, it's Hollywood, isn't it?
Yeah. Because I think he died quite a few years ago. And
she's in Conjuring 1.
Yes, she died. And so she's very aware, like, oh, she's cast somebody quite fit. Because I really like Vera. She's like, she just looks unique in it. I think that's what makes her sellable. And she doesn't look like anybody.
Obviously, her sister then is in The Nuns.
In The Nun, yeah.
Which is great. Keep her in the family, I say. Family tradition, innit?
I was laughing, right? So another bit where And it happens in a lot of horror films. So when the shit hits the fan and the parents wake up and run to their kid's bedroom,
Yeah.
and the husband, I imagine like the father going, "Oh, you're closer to the door," like it's a baby crying.
Yeah. It's your night.
Yeah,
It's
no.
your turn.
I didn't hear it. And the kids are attacked by a monster. But yes, should we talk about the ghost? What do
Yeah.
you think?
Look at that. Look at that.
It's
The
buzzing.
setup for this ghost is great as well. She is absolutely terrifying. I actually don't know how much say James or at least how much input James Wan has into the creation of the monsters. And what I mean is like you can design something and give it to like a creative team. But in all his films, he always creates great monsters.
Yeah.
And in all the Conjuring movies, they're always top tier, apart from Conjuring 3, which Michael Chavez directed. But she is absolutely terrifying, a proper standout in this film. And the bit I'd say is one of the scariest moments in the movie is when there's a bit where Lorraine Warren's got a locket and she leaves one to her daughter, and that's kind of a connection between her and her daughter, yeah?
Yeah.
And obviously the spirit can kind of, I suppose, travel to the Warrens' home because there's a connection there for the lockets. But like you're talking about being vulnerable, you've got their young daughter. I think she's younger than any of the girls that live in the house that they're investigating. And it's when she's walking down the corridor and she walks in the room and she's sitting there with Annabelle on her lap and with a rocking chair, and then she gets locked. That is the most horrific scene I've ever seen. Every time I watch it, it is horrible. And there's something about rocking chairs, Jenks.
Yeah.
There's something, you don't even have to have someone in it. If that rocking chair is rocking, I'm out.
That's it. Like, I don't think they make rocking chairs anymore.
That's why. There's a reason they stopped making them, right? Because rocking chairs are terrifying.
Yeah, same with water beds in the third one. There's a third one, yeah. There's a water bed. They don't make them anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Freddie sunk water beds.
Yes.
How's this for a wet dream?
I love this ghost. When she appears on top of the wardrobe, it is absolutely perfect. The clapping, the hands clapping is terrifying. There's so many great moments in this movie. He doesn't spend too long on any shot of a ghost. Just enough. In fact, this is longest we've probably ever seen this image, because this is probably...
I don't like to... I'm looking into her eyes and it's not nice.
It is, it is a really good...
She's staring into my soul. That's better.
Yeah.
That's better.
I love this movie, and I got to say, though, you're talking about the locket with the Warren's daughter. They're terrible parents, aren't they? They're the fucking worst. Like, why would you have that room? He says, "Oh, it's like getting guns off the street and putting them in a room." It's like, no, it's not the same. Or that's like saying, "Oh, I got landmines. I couldn't pull them off a beach, and I've stuck them in the box room. My daughter's in the next room." It's like, no, that's not safe.
You are right, and it makes me feel uncomfortable every time I watch it, because I don't know how real these stories are. They're real. That room is real. That's there.
It is yeah.
I don't know. I don't truly believe, I suppose.
What, they're haunted?
Yeah.
Yes, but in the context of the film...
But that's what I'm saying.
So much proof in it.
In the context of the film, they are 100% legitimate. Yeah. And they're leaving one of their mother. I don't know whose mother is. I think it's Lorraine's mother. With the kid in the night. And she's been known to go in the room. She's got access to that room. She can just go in there whenever she wants.
Yeah, why, Why have they not? I mean, obviously they haven't got like a code back then, but why not have like a really sophisticated bolt lock system?
Just build a shed at the back.
Yeah, that's
how much money are they getting paid for these exorcisms? I bet they don't come cheap.
I was going to say that. It's a bit like Scooby-Doo. Like, who's paying these guys? Because they spend a lot of time in that house, and you're thinking, are you on the clock? Because it seems like a free service.
Yeah. We've never seen a transaction.
I think they get paid for lectures. Yeah, because Scooby-Doo, they just don't get paid, do they? They just do nothing. Ghostbusters get paid. Lorraine and Ed do not get paid unless they're getting backhanders from the church or something. Like
they got to, backhanders. They've got to guess them. They got a nice house. They live in a nice area.
I'm going to just say hello to a few more jumped on. Jill has just jumped on. How's it going, Jill?
Hey, all right, Jill.
And we've got Skilly Automatic. How's it going, Skilly?
Hi, Skilly.
Gina has just said, don't forget to send the like button some love, people, please. Tyler says, I think I've only seen the first Conjuring. Oh, listen, you're in for a treat, mate.
I'd recommend, if you don't want to watch them all, you can skip them all. But I'd highly recommend watching at least Conjuring 2 and Annabelle Creation. They are the 3 best Conjuring movies by far.
Yeah. Gina says, I've not seen any. I don't like the fact that Ed and Lorraine are kooks and made up a load of shit. Well, listen, I think you have to suspend a bit of disbelief. I think most people would know that most of this is bollocks.
Yeah.
They're based on true stories. It's like me saying my house is haunted and I had an investigator come around. And that is a true story. I said my house is haunted and somebody came around to investigate. That's basically the level of true story these films are, aren't they? That's it.
100%. 100%.
Vivian says, I didn't know about them until after I saw the second one. Too bad they were the bad guys. What? I missed something?
Ed and Lorraine Warren? I don't know.
I love Vera in the Bates Motel series. Yes, she is. She's always
so
good. She's never always has a good performance. 1 second. Dawn Keith has just joined us. Boo!
Yay.
Hello, everyone. Late tonight. Oh, look, better late than never. The Crooked Man from number 2 should have his own film. Right. I'm going to pause that because I'm going to talk about him in the second one.
Yeah, me too.
I got beef with the Crooked Man.
Me too.
Pal Falls says, I didn't like the Crooked Man. He looked too fake. Yeah, we'll have a chat about that now. We'll dig deep.
Well, about as deep as we're able to.
Yeah. Gina says, I learned the truth about Amityville. Yes, I think if Amityville wasn't on part 200, I think The Conjuring would have jumped on to a Conjuring film, because seeing as they actually went to the arguably the most famous haunted house in the world.
I just think it's been done to death so many times. They were like, look, let's brush past it. Let's acknowledge that the Warrens went there, but let's brush past it.
Yes.
You get that quick recap in the second one, and that's it.
The only thing that was missing from that recap was Ryan Reynolds' abs. As he turned up, hey, what's going on here? Seance? Ryan.
Seance. Hands on his hips.
Like, why are you so jacked, mate? It's the 70s. Nobody was jacked in the 70s. You know, they just had high trousers and big ribs.
Big ribs.
Right. The finale of this movie was so well done. I don't know the actress's name. I didn't learn it. She's in a lot of stuff, but she's so good as possessed chick. I think she's underrated, actually.
Yeah. So the finale is great, right? In the context of the movie, it's performed fantastically. It's what it needs to be. Look, she's possessed, and they're gonna perform an exorcism. But that for me is the weakest part of the film, and I'm not a big fan of exorcism films. Now I like The Exorcist. I've never had a really strong connection with The Exorcist. It's a film I go back to every now and again. I don't think it's overrated. I think it's perfectly rated. I've just never had a big connection with it, and I've never been a big fan of exorcism movies. The majority of them bore me. So when you get to that point when they're conversing and spewing out horrible stuff and your mother sucks cocks and all that stuff, it just gets a bit too silly for me. Now, I like the mystery and the setup of horror films and what goes bump in the night. Yeah. Now, when it becomes extra and explosive and things are flying around the room and she's turned full possessed, that's where it loses me a little bit. But it is a fantastic ending.
Yes.
Not knocking the ending. It's just my preference, you know.
Well, funnily enough, when my daughter and I were walking home from The Conjuring 2 yesterday, the first thing she said was, I don't like the ending of these films because they go bigger and bigger and I get bored because it's just lots of noise, and both films have big endings and they're action-packed. And I do understand you have to have that crescendo of an ending.
Yeah, 100%.
But I was enjoying the rest, the slow bits more.
Yeah, like it's a weird one because it's absolutely vital. I wouldn't have the film without it. Like, there needs to be a payoff and you need to be building to something like an epic finale. And these movies play that way. They're big, epic horror movies that deserve more than just a quiet ending. So I get it, it's vital, but personally, I always switch off a little bit at the end. I'm not scared. I'm not on the edge of my seat. I'm just watching it.
Yeah, and I think like that's why paranormal activity films work well, because the level is so low that the end is just as high as maybe the woman on top of the wardrobe. That could be
Yeah.
the finale, but the
Yeah, yeah.
level is so high with this that you have to go one step, and
You
it's
have
just
to go
there's
one
no way
step,
around
yeah.
it. Anyway,
You know,
let's-
when the kid's in the car and you've got all the birds flying around, and then it's like cutting from that into the basement, and the chair's going upside down, things are flying everywhere. It looks great, it's impressive,
Yeah.
but it doesn't scare me. I
No.
want to be scared. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yes, so just before we move on, Gina says, new to the channel, consider subscribing and becoming a member of the Twisted Knights for 99 pence / 99 cents. We have got tons of videos up there now. This is just a taster. But yeah, jump on. It's a great community. But if you don't want to jump on, that's fine. We're happy to have you just chatting with us on a show, on any show. Right, Conjuring 2. Do you want to kick us off, Kurt?
Yeah, so we've spoke enough about this one already. We can kind of brush past it, Jenks. But I'm a huge fan of Conjuring 2. I've said this story in the podcast before, so I apologise for anyone that's heard it. But I'm a shitbag. But that's why I love these movies, right? Because I enjoy being scared. I enjoy being scared in the comfort of my home or a cinema, right? I feel safe, but I do shit myself. And I went and watched this one with my oldest brother, and I embarrassed him so much on multiple occasions that he threatened to walk out. He was like, no, if you, like, we're in a packed cinema, I think it's like opening night of Conjuring 2, and he's like, and I'm like jumping out of my seat now at this point, and
Yeah.
you could see he was like visibly getting embarrassed. And it was like, look, if this, I'm gonna leave, like, I'm not sitting next to
You
you.
were screaming. You're like,
Well, no, you know, a little yelp.
were you doing the girly thing and going, oh my god, I frightened you for that? And you're talking for half an hour.
No, do you know what it is, right, Jenks? It is pure fear. Do you know when you're that scared, you don't make noises. It's when it happens, it's like a. So there's the jump, and then there's there's nothing coming out, right? But yes, I'm a huge fan of this movie. I do prefer it to the first one for different reasons. I like the first one for different reasons, like we've already said. But yeah, like we said again.
Yeah.
We can relate to this one. I've been in places that look exactly like the setting of this one.
Yeah.
To me as well, Bill Wilkins is the ultimate demon villain, ghost villain, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
He's absolutely terrifying.
So, like I said, I watched this last night at the cinema. I've seen it loads of times, and
Yeah.
I would say that this has flaws. I'll go into them a little bit later, but the good bits are better than any of the bits in the first one. So overall,
100%.
I would say it's on a par. It takes longer for the Warrens to come, and in fact, when they do show up, I'm disappointed, like we said, because the first one jumps back and forth to them to really establish them. But James Wan really spends time with his family and really lets them breathe, lets the griminess of the 70s, like in the 70s in the UK, probably in America as well. It wasn't everyone on roller skates with fit women with afros dancing like Austin Powers. It was grimy. Nobody had any money.
Everyone worked in coal mines down here and factories.
Yeah, it was shit. And I'm older than you, so I don't remember the 70s. I was born in 1979. So, but a lot of the early 80s was like this. My house wasn't as run down as that. My father's electrician. He could plaster and stuff. But because she was on her own, her husband had left her, you could see that things are just getting worse and worse and worse. And the condition of the house is fucked. And if you haven't got anyone who can do it, and you can't afford to get someone in, that's what your house is going to look like. Yeah. And I say again, why have 4 fucking kids? You know?
Well, she had 4 kids when she had a husband, to be fair.
Yeah, but come on, there's still too many kids if you haven't got a pot to piss in, isn't it? But yeah, I watched this last night. I love it, right? I forgot, I hadn't seen this for about maybe 2 years, okay? And I know 2 years to you is 2 weeks. So when the bit that made me jump, right, which I forgot about because I couldn't remember many of the scares, was when the tent, the teepee tent, when the boy, the fucking fire truck keeps coming out, and it screams at the boy, really loud booming in the cinema, and I went, oh, fucking hell. And I forgot about that. Although I got to say, later on in the film, the tent's still up. Get that fucking tent down. It's up all the way through. Why would you keep it up?
The setups, the nighttime setups in this one are fantastic. Again, because it's just a normal house in Britain. It's
claustrophobic as well.
It's claustrophobic. It's a small house. It's not this big, grand, beautiful home in the first one. They've got this lovely land and a lake around.
Yeah.
It's a really nice location. The griminess of this one really adds to it. And the night times are absolutely terrifying because it's such a small space.
Yeah, and it's worse in a way because I know that in the first one, the husband works away a little bit, but he's still a present character. In this one, she is on a Todd. Apart from the neighbour across the road, she's on a Todd, and it must be so vulnerable to be a woman on your own with your family, and something's happening, and you can really sense that desperation, you know, especially running out of the house, which is realistic because that's what a family would do, and like, fuck this shit. Yeah.
Now, one of the most impressive moments in this movie, every time I see it, I'm just in awe. And it's when everyone's there investigating, and they want to speak to Bill through her, obviously. Yeah. And he says, I'm not going to do anything unless you're all looking away. But they also make her put water in her mouth.
Yeah, and they blur her face, which looks really effective.
Yeah.
You're still looking at her, even though she's blurred.
They blur her face, but she slowly morphs into Bill Wilkins.
Does she?
Yes.
When he's talking to us, to the camera, basically, he's facing us. I didn't realise.
Ed is turned away like that, but you can see him the whole time,
Yeah.
But if you look at the outline of her, she turns into Bill Wilkins, and it's him sitting there, the old man.
Right,
I'm surprised you didn't see that on the big screen, but... Yeah, because it's so subtle. It's not something that just turns. Yeah. It's that slow transformation of her going into Bill. Easily one of the more... That bit gets under my skin. I guess, under my skin.
Yeah, my favourite scene probably is the remote control scene.
I was going to say that for my scariest scene.
It was funny because Freya, my daughter, she hates school, right? And she said, "Oh, I hate this scene coming up when so the kid is off school ill, innit? And she's on her own in the house." And Freya goes, "Oh, I hate this bit." I said, "Oh, look, I wouldn't care as long as I have a day off school. I'd take a ghost in the house, better than school." But this whole scene is so effective. Something as simple as a remote control. Although I didn't have a remote control in the fucking 80s, even I still had to press a button. Quite advanced. Yeah, that scene is awesome. It's so creepy. He's got such a good voice. One of my favorite ghost voices ever. This is my ass. It's so terrifying.
It's that growl. He growls when he's talking. But yeah, because you see him, first of all, he's sitting on his chair.
Yeah.
And again, it's like a rocking chair. If you see like someone sitting on a chair.
Well, it is a rocking. It does rock, doesn't it?
Yeah, but does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's moving on its own, of course, yeah. But it's not as scary as like a wooden rocking chair, you know. But yeah, that scene where he's behind her and he goes, "My house."
Yeah, it's horrible. He's got such an ugly face. And I would say, again, going back to
he actually looks like that.
He's really handsome in real life. They put loads of prosthetics. he's like a stud, the six-pack. He's on those like perfect models, like with Chris Hemsworth does. I'm Bill Wilkes. By buy cool water, hey. I was thinking the same voice. Anyway, what was I saying now? I forgot what I was saying.
Oh God! No.
Oh yes,
God,
he
no.
is. Oh yes. So as I'm saying, going back to like the UK, and old people were very much in one chair all the time, especially in the UK. I'm sure it's the same in America. But our gran, you know, she was always in the same spot all the time, same chair, very, very territorial with seats. And you could sense the loneliness and the darkness of his life when he's on the chair of an old man dying of lung cancer or emphysema, whatever he's got. And you're thinking, that is so relatable, especially even now it's horrible, people are living alone, but the griminess of the house adds another layer of like, this is horrible. It's a dirtiest ghost film I've ever seen, not in a sexual way.
Not in
Apart from Bill, oh yes.
yes.
Why am I doing that?
Fuck no.
It's meant to be perfume. Anyway, I want to say a quick hello to Eli's just joined us. How's it going, Eli? Thanks for jumping on. Don't forget to slash that like button and sub to this amazing channel and consider becoming a member of the mighty Twisted Knights for some awesome perks. You're a legend, dude. Absolute legend.
What's happening, Eli? Thanks for jumping on, pal.
Gina says, I live with a ghost. It's constantly told me where to go. Vivian says, someone gave me a rocking chair years ago. I don't look at it much. It might move. Yeah. Why buy him, innit? Why buy him?
I wouldn't have a rocking chair. No
1 second. Just want to catch up because not many. Skiddy Automatic says, I was disappointed with The Conjuring 2 because it felt like the Enfield haunting has been done to death. No pun intended. Yes.
It has. It definitely has, mate.
But has it been done in America? Because it's a well-known story for us because of things like Ghost Watch and stuff, but I'm not sure about America. Are Americans aware of it? Or did they just dig out the story?
Well, the Americans love Ghost Watch.
Yes, they do. Also, has joined us is Am I Dead Yet? How's it going? Am I Dead?
Hey, what's happening?
Yes, I'm a big fan of the film. Right. This is the problem I have with it. Okay. I don't like them shoehorning 2 characters just to get 2 spin-offs. Well, obviously, only 1 spin-off they got out of it, but clearly they were planning 2.
They were. The Crooked Man was confirmed.
Yeah.
It was a done deal. He was going to do it. Thankfully, they didn't.
Because of the backlash, I'm guessing. Most people say, I hate the way it looks.
I absolutely hate the Crooked Man. It is so jarring to see him in this movie. Now, I'm not saying it's the most grounded movie in the world, but in terms of how fantastical this film is, it's fairly grounded. The demons look like humans, but they're scary. The Crooked Man, what was he? I know it's a manifestation of what he's scared of. The demon turns itself into the Crooked Man because they've got that thing that says, you know, the Crooked Man song that spins.
Yeah.
It's a manifestation. It isn't something that exists, right? How are you going to set up a movie on a sort of that anyway? I don't know, because it's not something that exists, but it looks like a Tim Burton character. It's straight from a Tim Burton movie.
So I'm possibly James Wan was under pressure because because the studio wanted is it Blumhouse do Conjuring?
No.
It's Atomic
Warner
Monster.
Brothers. It's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, maybe he's under pressure, or maybe he thought because of Marvel, he really wanted to push the cinematic universe because he had a big payday out of it. But the problem with Batman v Superman, the problem with Iron Man 2 is they were trying to shoehorn things for future projects, and it lessens the film you're watching. Nothing wrong with a little nod. Now, the way Annabelle was done in the first one was perfect. It was a nice side story. They should have done the same with the Nun. So I hate the Crooked Man. There's nothing redeeming about it, right? It's not even scary. The Nun, okay, is a scary looking ghost, right? No doubt about it. But it felt shoehorned in. They should have just had it at the start as a side story, setting up. Maybe Ed can still paint it and all that. But to have her pulling all the strings all along, and Bill has nothing to do with it, it's not as good of a twist as James Wan thinks, because it feels like, oh, really? That's a bit silly for me.
I quite like that twist, only because it feels like Inception. It's like a haunting within a haunting. So he's haunting them because someone's haunting him. I thought that was quite clever. I quite like that twist. Now, I get what you mean. She's absolutely shoehorned into the story. Luckily, I like the Nun. I like how she looks. I think she's absolutely terrifying. Yeah. So I can kind of forgive it because I enjoy the character. You've got that great setup where his shadow's going across the wall and it goes to the painting.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I got no problem with her.
I got no beef with the actual nun and the fright she does, but I just thought, yeah, she travelled to the UK, the nun, like, how the fuck she get there, like,
Travel to the UK. But the Crooked Man, I would say almost puts me off the film. Now, every time I watch it, which I do watch a lot because I do like the movie, but you know, every time the Crooked Man gets revealed, I wince. And you know, you've got those moments in movies that you love that you really wish weren't in there. I love this movie that much that I'm precious about the Crooked Man being in it, because if I didn't like it that much, I'd be like, it doesn't matter. But I love this movie.
Yeah.
So every time the Crooked Man shows up, and especially when I'm showing it to someone, I'm like, oh God.
Yeah.
I watched it when me and Palf watched it 2 weeks ago. Soon as it came up, Palf was like, oh, I don't like that monster. And I was like, that's everyone's reaction. That's everyone's reaction.
Everybody.
It's so jarring. It's so out of place.
And I forgot that it made 2 appearances. I remember it being like in the kitchen and walking to the living room. Remember all that?
When the Rottweiler turns
yes,
into it, like.
And I forgot then that you really see it. It's in the tent maybe towards the end, and you really see the face, and most of the imagery you see is that moment when he's smiling, and it's like, oh, this is way too silly.
Doesn't he look like a Tim Burton character?
Yeah, because I actually forgot the Crooked Man, what he looked like, his face. I just remember the body, and I've seen that picture a few times, and I forgot that. That's the Crooked Man. It's like, oh, that is fucking seriously worse close up.
Yeah, but it was confirmed they were gonna do a Crooked Man movie. It doesn't make any sense because the Crooked Man is a manifestation.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they could have done with the movie.
But yeah, I think I've seen The Nun, the first one. Or I might have fallen asleep. I can't remember anything about it. I didn't see Nun 2. Meant to be shit, I think. I don't know. You probably seen him.
Michael Chavez.
Oh, for fuck's sake. He's your enemy, isn't he?
I hate him. So he's done La Llorona, which I think it was originally a part of the Conjuring trilogy.
Totally,
but
yeah.
I think they ditched it.
Yeah, totally.
They ditched it. So it doesn't show up in like the order of the Conjuring movies anymore. He's done Conjuring 3, Nun 2, and now he's done Conjuring 4.
And Schindler's List. Oh, how's he done that? How's that happened?
He's definitely cheap because La Llorona was his first feature movie.
Is that right? See, that seems like, where are all the short films and the TV shows and the episodes of I don't know, like American Horror Story, and you build up to like, oh, finally he's doing it because he's clearly got talent, and they're just getting these films. That's probably why they just hired or almost cast like, look, we need somebody cheap. You'll do, I don't know.
It's a shame. It's an absolute shame. Because this is the thing as well. I think this franchise has hit 1 billion. It's a big franchise. It's a beloved franchise. A lot of people really love this franchise. It's one of the biggest franchises we've got. And if I say that word one more time, I'm going to shoot myself.
I think it's about 3 billion, the entire franchises.
Yeah. So it's reached insane heights. You look at Annabelle Creation, it cost pennies to make, and it made over 300 million, Jenks. That is insane numbers. I think it cost, I don't know exactly, like 20, 30 million, and it made over 300 million, right? These movies are huge. So when you're prepping these films, you need to make them good. You need to pick the right people to make them. You need to make sure that the script's right. You need to treat these movies with respect.
Yeah.
Have you Randy in the internet episode at the end where he does the speech and he's dressed up as like a cowboy and he's got a fucking feather earring. We need to give the internet the respect it deserves.
Palf says, I used to have a rocking chair as a kid and I loved it. I'm definitely getting another one.
Of course you did, you morbid little git.
Skinny Automatic says, we see a lot of British TV. Yes. It's funny now with the scene with the remote. It's like there's only like 2 channels back end.
Yeah.
I don't even think ITV was out. No, it was out. It came out in the 50s or 60s. There was 3 channels, so it's trying to like the American thing. Clink, clink, clink. It's like, no, it's the same one going back. John Moran says, "Oh, John Moran's here. Awesome. How's it going?
Hey, what's happening, John?
Fashionably late," he says. "Building my son's new bed from scratch." Or just
I feel you, pal. I absolutely hate building. I
yeah.
hate it.
My wife says she loves doing it, right? So she always does it, and then she always gets me to help her. I'm like, you love doing it, though. Why are you calling me?
Leave me alone.
Yeah. So Eli Curtis says supposedly someone got possessed at the new Conjuring early screening. Lol. Sounds like the studios paying actors to scare people in the theater.
100%. I've seen a post about Vera talking about she received bruises on set in the shape of crosses.
Is it?
Shut
Yeah.
up. Shut up.
I honestly, it's always like,
Ridiculous.
yeah, these are audiences like people like screaming, or people walking out say, "Oh, fuck off, you're paid."
I hate those. My pet peeve, is that the right word, Jenks?
Yeah, pet peeve.
Is those trailers where you've got cinema reactions.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate them because you know they're a crock of shit.
Yeah, same with these early reactions to films. The best Marvel film for years. I had goosebumps, and then it comes out, it's a piece of shit. You're bullshit.
I hate it.
And
Genus, it's a known fact now that those trailers are fake.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's as fake as Will Smith's AI crowd. Gina says, I managed to stay awake through Insidious 2 and enjoyed it. What?
Yes. Shut up, Jenks. Loads of people like him, man.
But can't see me liking these. Oh, well. Oh, listen. I would say the Conjuring 1 and 2 are better than Insidious, I would say.
Insidious 1's the best for me, boy.
I think these two films are kind of masterclasses. In spite of the Crooked Man and stuff, you're talking like high-end scares, high-end like sort of direction, the way the camera moves through the family. You're getting to know the family just through these amazing camera angles going through the house. Anyway, I think we're talking about this as long as possible, so we don't have to talk about dun dun dun.
2 seconds. My mother says, Curtis, do you remember our rocking chair in Trashroom Road? No, I don't. And there's probably a reason I don't remember. I've probably blocked it out of my memory. I don't remember a rocking chair.
That's scary.
Reminder, I moved out to Trashroom Road when I was like 8, so no.
So Curtis, if you had a new modern rocking chair with a built-in iPad, built-in speakers, vibrating, would it still be creepy?
like a pure high-tech rocking chair.
Yeah, gaming chair and everything built in, all that nonsense.
So if it was wooden, I'm out.
Yeah, but still made of wood.
So it's the same as like do you know granny masks?
Yeah.
Scary old people really scare me. I know I've said this before, but the granny masks as well. When you've got like old masks, they haven't been used enough in horror movies. I say
no,
nothing scarier.
John says, took me 2 nights because his room is tiny and it was ridiculous. It was a ridiculous cabin bed, maybe haunted. Cause enough grief. I used to have a cabin bed and you could climb right under the desk, under the whole structure. And I wasn't scared of ghosts. I was more scared of spiders. So I never used to go in and I used to chuck my junk under there. It was great. Anyway, let's have a look.
Hey, I'm getting picked on by your Jenks. Are you seeing this?
Where are you?
Wendy says, sorry, Curtis, Palf's having mine. And then Palf says, sorry, Curtis, but Wendy just said I can have hers for the house. It will be here next week. There's not a chance. No, I will allow a lot of things, right? I'll bring a ghost into this house before I bring a rocking chair.
Eli says he prefers the Insidious franchise over the Conjuring franchise. Look, I like Insidious. I like number 1 and I like number 3. I don't hate number 4. I suppose I don't hate number 5. I always forget about the Red Room. It doesn't seem like, even though you got what's his name, Patrick Wilson in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this one, I watched this one today. I've seen it before, only once. I wanted to brush up because I hate doing shows and I can't remember the fucking film. I feel like a fraud. And I stuck it on. It cost me $4.99. I had to buy it as well because it's $3.99 to rent. Look, I will say, disclaimer, Curtis, it's not as bad as I remember it. It's just a bad Conjuring movie.
I love that that's a disclaimer.
Yeah, well,
disclaimer, guys, it's not that bad.
So we've been shitting on this film since it came out, both of us. And I went into it watching it and I thought, I thought, you know what? It's not a shit film. It's not a shit film at all. Okay, it's just a shit Conjuring film, right? And the problem with it, it doesn't have a proper family. It's mainly about them trying to get this guy off, get a guy off, off a murder charge.
I just can't seem to get him off.
We've tried everything. We tried priests, holy water.
The nuns definitely didn't do the job.
Even the scary one. But yeah, it's not as bad as you remember it, Curtis, as long as you pretend it's not a Conjuring movie. He hasn't got
that's pretty friggin' hard, seeing as Ed and Lorraine Warren are in there.
No, but you know what I mean? As a movie, there is a shitty bit where you've got the kid at the start gets possessed and he does the stupid...
Yeah, the stupid. And his head's going behind his belly and then round the side.
Yeah, it's nonsense.
Do you know what I mean? Look, my problem with this movie, right, is probably it's too big. There's too many characters. There's too many stuff going on. There's too many locations. The monsters are monsters. There's too many chase scenes. You're spending too much time on the monsters. I remember a lot of the stuff I didn't like, and I haven't seen this movie since I watched it in cinema when it came out, right? Yeah. And I had tears in my eyes walking to the cinema after watching this one. I was so disappointed. And I knew back then, right, that this Michael Chavez was dirt because of Valorona. I did not trust this guy one bit, right? I hope to God he never watches this.
Can you
One
imagine?
day, right, he's going to be scrolling through YouTube. He's going to go, oh, Conjuring, I'll watch this. Oh,
Can you imagine that name was a pseudonym and Tyler Adams was in fact the director? And he's crying.
One day we just see that Eli's left our members program. Did you say Tyler or Eli?
Well, Tyler said because he's on the screen at the time. Anybody could be anybody.
Tyler's left membership program.
Yeah, he's unsubscribed. No,
but there was too much. And then on the back end of that, with all this stuff going on, at heart, it's a love story between them two. Yeah. Ed is really ill. Lorraine's obviously looking after him, and you get these like big, beautiful set pieces in the forest and stuff. And you've one of them, I think, is one of them hanging off a cliff. Jenks.
She has a vision. She's trying to help a cop out to find another killer. So she give him like a report, and then she ends up on the cliff edge, and she falls, and he grabs her last second.
It's just too big. Look, if you're going from classic hauntings where you've got a house, you've got one location, and that's where everything happens. This one, you've got the main house, and then the other son who gets possessed. He's living with his girlfriend. Yeah. You've got Ed and Lorraine doing their own thing, and then you've got the bloke in prison. It's just an absolute.
And you got
mess,
the priest.
Jenks. You've got the priest.
So
it is an absolute mess of a movie.
Wouldn't it be fun? Another bit where she almost falls off the cliff because the ghost grabs her, and he grabs her and pulls her up Hollywood style, right? And you're thinking, oh, as if Ed and Lorraine redid that. Imagine at the end when they show the black and white pictures, and you can see him really pulling her up, and he's got a hell of a bicep. No, it did happen. It did. Like, who took the fucking photo? He's waving. I'm just proving it happened. Just in case you ever make a film of this.
His sleeves rolled up.
Like one thing I'll say about Ed, he was stacked in real life. He was good at rock climbing. He wasn't as good looking as Patrick Wilson, but yeah, he had bigger guns. Yeah, and he just had a heart attack. He's on his ass. He's got a fucking walking stick, and he's pulling a human up. Have you not seen This Is the End? You cannot pull another human up with one hand.
Oh, no,
not even a rock climber can do that.
Look, I could watch this film again. It's not the worst film ever made. I would happily watch it again. I avoided it last time. Look at that. That is the shittest looking thing ever. And that is awful. And this is my problem with the newest Conjuring, right? I haven't even friggin' seen it. There's so many scenes in the trailer where you've got CGI faces like that. And you've got the bones clicking and turning. You've even got a scene in the trailer where there's a baby doll floats up and it shoots towards someone. Why is that scary?
Not scary
That
at
is
all.
not scary.
Yeah, because I saw the trailer last night, and I remember thinking of that, and I was like, that's not particularly scary. Like,
no.
Do you know what I think the best scare I've seen for years is the scare in Together, the bed.
Yeah, it's great. It's so
I don't
good.
want to say it because it's new,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I of all these horror films, they're so generic, clicking bones, fucking mirrors, opening fridge doors, and somebody there. "Dun, oh, you're back home early." And but that bed thing, that bed scene, if you've seen Together, you'll know what I'm on about with the sheets of the bed. It is one of the most original and nightmare fueling fucking jump scares I've seen for years.
Yeah,
Really is.
100%, 100%. I'm gonna answer a question here from Am I Dead Yet? Because I love this movie. Says, what do you guys think of The Changing from 1980? I think it's an underrated haunted house film. I'm a huge fan of this film. I have a T-shirt of it. It says a lot. I have a Changing T-shirt. That is
Changeling.
yeah. It's a great haunted house story, and it's not a nasty one. It's more of like a mystery.
Yeah.
He's being haunted by a young boy. I don't know if you've seen The Changeling,
I've
Jenks.
only seen the Angelina Jolie one. It's got nothing to do with
Nothing
ghosts.
to do with it, yeah. It's so haunting. Very underrated. Not nowhere near enough people talk about that one. I know
Yeah.
we had Davey on the show. I think he picked it for one of his picks once. Changeling.
Have you ever seen that film, Kurt? It's called The Hunt, The Hunting, or The Hunted, and it's a TV movie. It's creepy
Oh,
as fuck.
it's based on the same case as the newest Conjuring.
Right, is it? And
It
it's
is. Yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
very
yeah.
cheap looking, okay, but that
Yeah.
somehow makes it creepier. Right at the end is quite crap at the end. You got all the religious people have got candles and all singing. It gets a bit boring, but some of the some of the jump scenes are so scary because it feels cheap and a bit like Woman in Black, the TV show. Well, not the TV show, the TV movie.
Yeah.
Very much like that.
Yeah, very cheap. No. I haven't seen it. I know about it because it's based on the same case as the newest Conjuring.
The Last Rites, is it?
Same family, yes.
Right. Okay. I can't remember any of it, so it's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, look. I like I said, I didn't hate this movie as much as I did. I did doze off a little bit, but I was tired. I was tired. Um, but I just thought to myself, look, it's not shit. Okay, there's plenty to like. I think if this was like an episode of a TV show where this was the story, like every week, Lorraine and Ed had a different mystery, and this is one of them, be perfectly fine. But cause it's a Conjuring movie, and cause the first two are so amazing, you expect the stakes to be higher with the third one. And this lowered
I
everything.
Yeah, I don't even want the stakes to be higher. I just want a good hunting. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't have to go bigger. Just do a different case and give us something different. That's
Yeah.
all you have to do. You didn't have to go this big. You didn't have to make it this elaborate and have so many characters and so many different locations. Look, they said they've got hundreds of cases that they looked into.
Yeah. Um,
Take your pick, like.
I
Do
know.
you know what I mean?
Am I Dead Yet? Says, has anyone seen the haunted house anthology called Ghost Story? Not the one with Fred Astria, one with what's it, Marianne Faithful. I have seen this. This is based on the play. It's got Paul Whitehouse and what's his name? The Hobbit guy.
No, well,
Uh,
this one's from the early 79.
oh, I thought she was on about the Fred one. Oh, right. Ghost Story. No, I haven't seen
Yeah,
it.
so the cover's like a silhouette of a house, black house, and it's got Ghost Story written on it.
I
I do
have
know
seen
it.
the cover. Yes, it's
Yeah,
popped
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, but yeah, I got to say, anything in the 70s, it was a bit creepier, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
Something about that
I love the
aesthetic.
70s. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, it's great.
I've had enough about talking about this film now because it's not worth talking about, is it? There's nothing really redeeming unless we look at this nightmare fool again.
What the hell is that?
He
What
even
were they
looks like he's got a
thinking?
wig on.
I know. What were they thinking?
Yeah, but I when are you watching the fourth one?
Tuesday, so it's my birthday Tuesday. I don't particularly want to see it for my birthday. I wish there was a better film, but I do want to see a new horror movie on my birthday.
Yeah.
And I love the Conjuring franchise, so I'll give it a chance. But any chance I thought I had with it, it got blown out of the water with all the reviews that have come out. And look, I'll always make my own mind up about films. I've never once read reviews and not watched a film. I've never gone, oh, I'm not watching it now because all the reviews said it's crap. I'll always watch a film. I always make my mind up, but it does temper my expectations. So
Yeah.
depending on the fanfare going into me watching it, depends on how excited I am. I'll still go watch it, but I'm reluctant to even watch it on my birthday now. Crap birthday.
I think worst birthday ever.
You think I cried after the last one?
Yeah, you came out crying like, what's wrong? Oh, my birthday. I watched a shit film. You think? Yeah, I know what you mean. It's with reviews for me. The way I work them, if I'm going to watch a film, I don't care the reviews. I might be gutted that people are not loving it, but I'll still watch it. If I'm on the fence, then a review can take shape, and I might think, oh, maybe I'll catch it on Netflix or something.
Well, I've done that twice this year. I know what you did last summer.
Yeah.
And Clown in a Cornfield. There's two movies where I've gone, do you know what? Nobody cares about these movies. I'll wait for streaming.
Yeah.
Cinema's expensive. I'm not going to go watch every movie in cinema.
I know.
But I watched Clown in a Cornfield 2 nights ago.
Is it any good?
It's okay. I give it 3 stars. I've watched it late after everyone was disappointed with it, and I just chucked it on.
Yeah.
And do you know what? It's got a nice little reveal in the middle. It's a more than decent slasher. Not one I'm going to be screaming about. It's not even close to being in my top 5 for the year.
Yeah.
But it's a solid, easy watch.
Is it on Shudder yet? Because it's made by Shudder.
No, I rented it on Amazon.
Oh, I think it's on Shudder soon.
Yeah, it might be, but it was there, and I chucked it on because it's a new horror to watch.
Fair enough. I'm coming up to see you this weekend, and we're going to have a horror fest. Yes, I haven't been up for a while, so I love a beer and a chat about horror.
Yeah, because guys, honestly, that's all we do. We get together and we do what we just done for the last hour for free.
Yeah,
without any audience.
Yeah, and do you know what's great is that, well, what's annoying actually is when we go up, I say, oh, let's watch this. I watched it yesterday. All right, what about this last week? What about this? Oh, I watched that last week again as well. It's like, fucking hell, Pulp Fiction. We're going to watch Pulp Fiction this weekend. And I'm guessing you've seen it this year probably, haven't you?
Yeah.
When's the last time you watched Pulp Fiction?
I don't know, maybe like 5 months ago.
Maybe. Fucking hell, that's long for you.
I know. Well, the thing is, especially with the podcast now, I'm actually not able to rewatch films as much as I want to now because I'm rewatching films for the podcast. I'm going to cinema more.
Yeah.
And I'm rewatching films I wouldn't normally rewatch just because we're talking about them, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not actually free to do what I want anymore, Jenks. It's a burden. It's a really big burden. Yeah.
Right.
I had to watch Fright Night again the other day for my podcast. Oh.
Listen, guys, if you're interested in joining our memberships program, I mentioned earlier, we got loads of content. It sounds like I'm begging, but if you don't ask, you don't get. It's 99 cents / 99 pence. And we're trying to put more and more things on, but we've got a bunch of stuff there, a good back catalogue. We'll be doing another live exclusive soon. But yeah, if you can join that. And Kurt is mainly on Facebook. So do you want to give this one?
Mainly, only. You don't friggin' do anything, boy.
Oh, come on. I'm building these things. They're a pain in the ass.
I'm working tirelessly every day, boy. Yeah, guys, if you're on Facebook and you want to join our Facebook community, it's a private group. It's just, to be honest, it's a lot of people that come on this podcast, and it's some people who don't come on this podcast. But yeah, it's just a community. We share things in there, any movie news. We basically just remind people, hey, we're live tonight, guys. Don't forget. That's all it is, really. But I just want to build, other than like outside of the podcast and outside of us talking to you here, I kind of want to build a community where we can all chat off the podcast as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just trying to build something here.
And Trevor Louis went onto our podcast.
Yeah.
Also, I got a YouTube channel of my own. It's called Zombie Locker, where I review zombie movies. I've got 2 videos this week. I've got hidden gem zombie movies, and I had to drop, which I don't like doing 2 videos consecutively, but the trailer for 28 years later, Bone Temple dropped. Seeing as I do a zombie channel, it's crazy for me not to do some kind of reaction or a breakdown. So I got a breakdown up. Check it out if you can. And fair play to Eli, one of our amazing moderators. And I think Gina did one earlier. This is my my handle. And Curtis also has a channel where he reviews schlocky films.
No, schlocky. Some schlocky. I'm not going to plug this one too much, guys. I have been pure lazy with this channel. This channel keeps me very busy, and I have a very busy and fulfilled life. So I chucked like 5 videos out quite quickly, and I just haven't found the time or energy to like really pluck down and do more videos. I am going to get back to it. I'm not going to push you to go over there because I haven't dropped a video in like 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm hoping I find the time and energy to get back on it though.
Oh, that was really bleak, Ken. Don't worry. Gonna watch this one. Anyway, guys, cheers for jumping on tonight. We had a blast. I really enjoyed talking about that. Not so much the third one. But we'll be back on Sunday, 7 o'clock.
Awesome. Cheers, guys.
Have a good night. Cheers, guys. See you later.